of the 5th edition. Join our various gaming groups as we play the 5th edition of Dungeons & Dragons. And maybe just hang out and chat about gaming in general. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Hi, this is Kelly, aka Trixie from Ragnarok and Roll, assigned to Ragnarok Story, and Tilda Wimblewick from D&D Journey of the 5th Edition. First off, I would just like to say thank you to everyone for listening to our varied adventures, as well as for rating us on iTunes and RPGpodcast.com. If you haven't rated us yet, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. And if you're looking for more ways to support our efforts, we are now on Patreon, a great site where you can help us continue making more podcasts, as well as some special surprises for our patrons. If you can, please look us up at www.patreon.com/cppn. Every little bit helps. And again, thank you for listening.
Hey guys, Jim here with Creative Flame Podcast.
And Kelly.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi, Jim.
I just got home, so I barely got to see you. Now I'm talking to you over the internet. My goodness.
Mwah.
So we are at day 14. So for Thursday, we're talking about our favorite NPC in the Dungeons and the Dragons. Why? Because it's just fun to say it that way.
Yep, it is. Well, I would have to say my favorite NPC was Splug.
Oh, dear. Splug!
The poor, long-suffering Splug, captured goblin from the Mines of Phandelver campaign, and poor long-suffering. Well, we, attacked it, actually they attacked us. And we killed all the goblins except one. We got him
for
to
the
talk.
one that the bugbears were boot stomping.
Yeah, so we technically saved him. And we basically took him hostage at first to give us information. But then, in her own special way, Lady Corla she made him a manservant.
Mm-hmm. She definitely recruited him as one of her staff.
Yep, and while he wasn't too fond of the necessary baths and velvet tabards and livery and stuff, he was a hoot. You just got to play this little always put upon poor little goblin, but he was so adorable.
If you are sad, you can beat Splug and feel better.
And then when we got the other goblin employees, he got to order them around.
Because he was then higher on the totem pole. That's the important thing.
He felt a little better after that.
And Splug finds magic carpet that lays golden coins.
He was a cutie.
Because, of course, as Jocelyn was playing Lady Corlin, she was doing the coin under the carpet to make sure the staff were working. And working appropriately. If anyone wants to know what that's all about, definitely Google Victorian staff leaving coins under the rug.
Or actually, a really fun one is Horrible Histories, which was a British kids show. They did and you can probably get it on YouTube, just that segment, because it's like a bunch of little skits and stuff, where they have actually new Victorian made. and then when they discuss using the coin, to test for honesty. I love that show so much.
It had lots of fun little tidbits.
The last season, wasn't as good, but oh my god, I loved. There's like 6 seasons, and I love them. And one of the British TV show Ghosts, the one that the US one is based off of, actually is written and casts a number of the folks from Horrible Histories, which is why I love them so much. So.
So, for me, this is a hard one. Favorite NPC, because every GM puts a little bit of himself in every NPC. Which NPC infuriated you guys the most is usually where it goes.
You already discussed Mandawan.
I know, I can't beat that dead horse. Favorite NPC. I think I would probably have to go with the current rendition of you guys. I would probably have to say it would be Leaf with the cat's paw.
Oh, the ghost.
The ghost that lives in your guys' bar. Why? Because, he can't talk, so I have to gesture with my head and hands. And it's so fun when we were remote gaming and that didn't work at all.
Except for we did have the Cleric of the Grave who could talk to him.
This is true.
So, of course, he didn't like my character much.
Well, it's because you're messy and you steal everyone's booze.
No, I was cleaning up the place.
Drinking everyone's half-full tankards does not count as cleaning up the place.
No. When we first came in and we were clearing out all the spiders and stuff.
All that prestidigitation threatening the blood stain of his on the floor. Come on.
That's true. But I did compose that wonderful ode to him.
That is true. I mean, one bad mopping and you could actually vanish to the next realm, wherever that is.
Yeah, poor guy.
It's always a hard, hard life. Of course, I'm thinking of a better NPC, but I was going to say another one that I really liked, but he kind of got discombobulated too, was also the Grumpy Orc that Mike's character had it in for.
Wait a minute. Which Grumpy Orc did...
The Grumpy Orc that you guys left to become a butt monkey for the Mind Flayer.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, that guy, the bodyguard of the house.
The captain
the Greyhounds,
of the guard, right?
Captain of their house guards, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because I got confused with the orc that I killed with my Dissonant Whispers, the warlock one.
Yeah. So many orcs, what can I say?
Well, because he was, down there at the same time, so it was like...
True. Of course, I am kind of a fan of the young Lord Desir because he gets to be a good guy.
Unlike his papa.
Who's a douchebag. I mean, his dear departed papa, who used to be a douchebag.
Well, is he departed? I mean, we do know that he was, resurrected as something non-human. So.
Which is the best thing you do for a species, asshole.
Exactly,
Oh God, does that mean I like Lord Desir? Because if he's a bad guy, you gotta like the bad guys.
No, you don't have to like the bad guys.
You gotta like the bad guy that killed the bad guy and then resurrected his racist human ass as a non-human because that's funny.
Just poetic justice.
And that, folks, is why you always become friends with evil druids to cast resurrection to bring them back as a different species. That and it constantly will give you that story element where you say, but I was a paladin in a previous life. I don't know how I got resurrected into a troll. I mean, think about it. You can have some totally fun character developments doing that. Who wants to just go to the church and pay a couple thousand gold to get a diamond to resurrect you? Go to your nearest bard and pay him in shrubbery.
You are so bad.
Or go to your nearest evil bard and pay them by burying their enemies in the ground and let them plant seeds to grow around the corpses. Just remember, folks, evil druids are a thing. I mean, just look at traditional historical druids. Can you say they were nice?
Well, sacrificing. Depends on the point. It's all perspective. It's
all a bitter harvest, one way or another. So I think I will. God, Splug. I haven't done Splug in a long time.
I know.
By the way, for those in the D&D not know, Splug is the name of a goblin NPC that's been in many, many editions. He's been brought back from, I think, 2nd edition on as an occasional NPC that joins your players. Usually it's in the Sunless Citadel, and there's a few other adventures where they totally just pick the word Splug. And, different descriptions for the character, but it was just a beat-down goblin that the guys befriended, which I am totally a fan of, either a beat-down goblin or a beat-down kobold to be the party's mascot, because every party needs some kind of mascot.
Yeah, and that's why I referenced the Mines of Phandelver, just so that there would be a frame of reference.
Mm-hmm. And besides, as a GM, it's fun to put an NPC there that your players know that is not a problem and is totally not worth massacring for the measly 20 experience points that they would get.
Mm-hmm.
That, and it gives the GM a talking head. Remember, NPCs are supposed to be things that the GM uses in the game, not just, cardboard cutouts to shoot down.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you need to have that NPC bitching about the cost of healing potions going up because nobody stopped that dragon from massacring the village up north, when your players totally chose not to go after the dragon, to go after something else.
But it's also, you don't have to be a complete murder hobo. Not every situation calls for, the axe.
Ooh, speaking of the axe, I got a good one, an honorable mention there for favorite NPC. Bluto from High Seas Shenanigans.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's had some growth.
Yep. I mean, annoying NPC that was really meant there just to piss off the bosun on your crew and pretty much your whole crew, because he was a jerk. He was literally Bluto from the Popeye movie is what I envisioned in my mind, and he acted like that jerk until finally his orc bosun converted him with loyalty, trust, and respect, and he's now the bosun's go-to guy for not screwing shit up.
Yeah, and he takes his job seriously.
He does. He got that character growth that he's now been trusted. Before he was a selfish prick. And he was played as a selfish prick. I was totally expecting him to be, shipped away in Shanghai to another ship, or left to die on a deserted island, or, first one to be thrown down a monster's gullet when the ship was attacked, but nope.
Well, he hasn't pissed off the sea elf that much yet, so.
This is true. Because he's discovered, you respect the woman who makes brew on your ship.
Uh-huh.
You don't mess with the supply of booze.
And she's a very angry person.
She's a very angry elf.
She is.
With occasionally tentacles.
Yeah.
And orca teeth. It's fun to be a druid on the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that'll wrap us up for NPC, because I'm having more that are coming to mind now that the work miasma has faded away. So unless you got somebody else to honorably mention, as a cat is sitting on me and he's saying, I am your favorite NPC.
No, not that I can think of right this moment.
Okay, so we will definitely say that is a good place to wrap it up there.
Thank you for listening to D&D Journey of the 5th Edition, a member of the Creative Play and Podcast Network. Please follow us on Patreon at patreon.com/CPPN to never miss a show or stream.